and Chris, you kind of lead this charge for us. Would you tell us a little bit about the AAPC Educator program?
Love to. It's what I've been doing for almost 21 years. When I first started, I started in March of 2000, and in May of 2000, we had our very first approved instructor workshop where individuals would come for 3 days. We would have education, individuals first day, there would be a test, presentation. For some people, they will say it was probably the scariest times of their lives, doing that presentation in front of peers. In 2009, we rolled that model into an online model and doing presentations locally. So it's kind of morphed as the world has. But it's a great opportunity for our members that are certified and have at least 5 years experience in the coding world, to give back. What I hear from most individuals, and I think Kim and Bobby can speak to this as well, is some of what gets individuals into this teaching is they want to give back. Like, they give such an opportunity, and to be able to give back to their community or others to teach. Some it's a career, and they teach at colleges. Others, they do this, they moonlight doing teaching. So it gives an opportunity for our members that are certified to be able to take a curriculum that's put together and teach and give others opportunities to jump into this healthcare world. Because to get certified, it just opened. There's so many doors that can open, right? And lives have changed. I've heard so many stories of instructors that their lives have changed. So if you're interested in teaching, you have your CPC, CPB. I mean, we have 9 different curriculums that can be licensed to teach. You do have to be certified in what you'd like to teach. We have a simple application process. You just fill it out. We check to make sure you qualify, and we have an instructor program that you do. That's education, presentation, and proctored tests, just because we want to make sure that, if we're going to kind of brand you as an approved instructor, that you meet some basic information and understanding that we can kind of test that knowledge. So right now we have about 1,600 approved instructors through, so it's kind of an elite, well, I don't know if elite's the right word, but kind of a small family within this large organization that networks, works together. And it's just a great way if you're looking to give back to your community and you love to teach, you love to see that light bulb click in, turn on for people. I think that's my favorite part about it, is just listening to instructors and their experiences with changing people's lives with getting into this. So Kim or Bobby, do you have any thought about that?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It truly opened up a passion in me that I didn't even realize I had. I come from a family of educators, so education has always been something right near to my family. My grandmother was a teacher. I had uncles that were principals, and so it's always been a foundation in my family. But it really afforded me to be able to pay it forward and have a passion. My biggest passion is to help people who were unlike me, who didn't get afforded to go to college, and give you a second avenue where you can still have a career and pour into others. I always say I love paying it forward, and I'm honored to serve, but I really am, because it's nothing like helping someone to gain a skill or a knowledge that they can never lose. I tell some of my students, they'll say, oh, well, my job's paying for it, and, I have to do this for my job. And I'm like, but think about it. It is a career and education that once you get it, no one can ever take it back from you. And, that opportunity was afforded to me, and I just love paying it forward back to others.
Real quick, Betty Johnson Morgan says, previous instructor, great program. Hey, Chris is awesome.
Yes, and Betty actually got me started. Betty is the reason I got started, really. She was
Oh,
my
wow.
coding instructor. So yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
fun, fun.
Betty.
Well, yeah, bye, Betty. You're well loved here. And then we have Rick Solomon, our good friend who helps us out in so many ways. He says he's thinking about it in 2021. Shanna,
Michael.
Yeah,
yep.
Rick would be great too. He has such a great personality.
There's a Shanna who reached out and said she's still building up the nerve. So you just got to take that step forward. And then
You got a great support. We're here to help
yeah.
you. We've got some great network of people within our office that are great people to help and talk you through the process, kind of what you want to do. So there's no right way to do the teaching. No, some do formally through schools and colleges.
Mhm.
Others, they really do just at night, teach a group of people to become certified. So what's nice about this is it can fit your style, your personality, your time even. So there's nothing to be afraid of. We're not scared.
No. And I'm
Yep.
telling you, I had so many wonderful instructors, like Linda Hallstrom and Annette, and I had so many people. They just rallied around me because I didn't know how to do it either, and I had just embarked on being an adjunct instructor too, where I had Miss Sharon Turner. She kind of took my hand with that. So it's amazing how many people, once you dive in, you think you don't know anything, but you're not alone. You will have so many wonderful instructors to rally around you and just kind of help you and guide you and show you what you need. And even me, I'm willing to do it because someone did it for me. So don't be afraid. Go ahead and take that leap.
Bobby, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with everything that was said, and I gotta kind of, I'm really glad that I have the opportunity to be on this particular one because I'm so passionate about this topic, teaching, and I'm not to put too fine a point on it, but honestly, becoming an instructor and going down that path literally changed my career. I've never done it full time, but I found a passion and a joy of getting to share that with other people, getting to see the light bulb moment, when you're trying to teach somebody a different topic and then you just see it in their eyes and you're like it's like nothing else. And the other thing is that I kind of struggled, going through school sometimes with some of the traditional, teaching strategies. So I remember when I was going through the curriculum, I was actually starting on my undergraduate. I was thinking about going back to college. And I remember there used to be this book that the instructors would get, and it was about adult learning styles. And I remember reading this book, and I was like, oh my gosh,
This is why.
this is why. And I remember taking that, and it became one of my biggest passions of working with people and understanding what their learning style was and how to teach the curriculum. But then it also changed the way that I approached school myself, because I recognized, okay, if I'm having a hard time with this, I need to change the way that I'm approaching it. But then it also changed how I managed people, because all of a sudden I understood how people learned. When I had an employee that was struggling with something, I could pick up on the fact that they're twirling their pen and what that meant. So if you're on the fence, I would highly recommend that you try it, because having the heart of a teacher is a very awesome quality, and you're never going to get rid of it. That thought's not going to go away until you kind of fulfill it. And I mean, when I get to go teach my classes, it's like the highlight of my week. It's my little vacation. Getting to see my students, because you never know who your students are going to be. I remember there was one class, I had one student that was a nurse practitioner that had been in the field for like 15 years. And then I had another student that was, he delivered bread. Mm-hmm. And the difference, it's really cool. It's an awesome opportunity.
Yeah.
Real quick, Jennifer McNamara said she totally agrees. The joy in helping them is great. And it jump-started my career too and moved me to get my CRC and CPMA. so I can teach those too. I now teach CPC and CRC, and since I just passed my CPMA, I can now teach that too. It's exciting.
Yay.
So
Yeah,
she's
that was
a
cool.
PMCC.
Yes,
She's
Jennifer McNamara,
multiple. Yeah.
colleague of
Oh.
she's